Are you looking to develop a real estate but you're not sure how to do that? Welcome to my channel. Here you will find the videos that teach you how to develop a real estate. And today let me help you understand zoning and a bylaw. So zoning codes basically regulate how lands and properties can and cannot be used. All properties here you see in North America have a designation. It can be a residential land, industrial land, and sometimes agricultural land. Similarly, on the property itself, you're also going to see a zoning designation, allowing this property to be used for certain activities. For example, this mixed-use property in downtown London is zoned DA1, which allows for retail, personal services, office, and travel agency use. Local authorities use zoning codes to maintain consistent community images. For example, certain area is just for retail. And if an industrial warehouse pops out in the middle of these retail shops, it will look very weird. And these zoning categories usually have a subcategory. For example, residential lands will have low density, medium density, and high density. And generally speaking, single-family homes are usually sitting on low density lands. Condo or strata townhomes are usually sitting on medium density. Large high-rise apartments or condos are usually on high density lands. By understanding the current zoning of the property, you will be able to identify what you can do with the land or the property. Now take note, zoning codes can be changed. Change the current use to something else. Investors usually change zoning to make the property more in line with the current market demand. And that usually makes the property more valuable and therefore also brings profit to the developers. Governments sometimes will change the zoning on their own without anybody applying for that. For example, when a city grows, their agricultural lands on the suburbs will be rezoned into residential or commercial lands to accommodate more people to come and live here and more business activities. So now, how do you find the current zoning designation of the land or the property? Most of the populated cities or municipalities will have an interactive zoning map, which is a website portal you can get into, type in the address, and the website will give you information about this property. For example, its current zoning code. Sometimes you can even measure the size of the lot by using its online measurer. Each city will have their own zoning codes. So for example, if you're seeing RM1, which allows for single-family dwelling here in Mississauga, Ontario, you're not going to be able to find RM1 codes in the city of Toronto because Toronto have their own zoning codes. In most of the urban cities, you can find zoning codes by using their interactive zoning map. For smaller cities, if they don't have their zoning codes published online like this, then you do have to call the city and the staff, they will usually provide you with such information. So some of the interactive maps will also give you a color-coded map version. For example, Toronto has a map like this. Yellow means residential, red means commercial residential. This kind of color-coded map really makes your life much easier as a developer. Because for example, if you're looking at this yellow area and you see a red dot, that means this property with the red dot has a different use from the rest of it. Red, once again, is commercial residential, and the yellow is residential only. That tells you commercial residential use is indeed allowed in this residential area. And let's say the residents in this yellow area need a daycare. So you do have a chance to develop a property of commercial residential use to meet that demand. The property you're going to develop in this area does not only have to be residential. So this red dot tells you precedent has been set. Somebody already fought a battle to change the use of these properties. And you might be able to use that precedent to turn other residential properties into commercial residential properties. That is creating value. Bylaws, on the other hand, are sets of laws governing what a municipality or a condo corporation can regulate. For example, setbacks. That means how close can you build close to the property lines? How tall can you build? How much land can be used to have a building on it? This is also known as lot coverage. Bylaws can be relaxed, meaning exceptions can be given to certain applications. So that way you can build a few inches higher, use a little bit more land to construct a bigger building. Besides change the zoning to create value, relaxing the bylaw is another development strategy, and we'll talk about these smaller strategies as we go along. If you're looking to understand how you can develop the real estate in more details, please check out other videos on this topic. We'll also offer one-on-one private consultations to help people develop and own more real estate. If you'd like to speak with me, please go to my website, kailu.ca, to book a time. As always, thank you very much for watching this video. Leave your comments or questions in the section below. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.